So we have our second guest to the show, Ms. Arpita Bhattacharya. She initially was a clinical director and now she's working as a clinical supervisor. By profession, she is a consultant special educator and psychiatric counselor. Welcome, ma'am, to the show.
Thank you, Alice.
So we start with a very simple question, which is what led you to join this field, this special needs field? Was it a particular moment, or was it a series of experiences that interested you to join this field?
Okay. So this is quite a long story actually, which I won't be able to share it now. But to be very precise, movies have got a very important influence on me.
Okay.
In taking interest in the field of disability, neurodiversity, whatever name we give it to it. And there is one movie particularly I would like to mention is that Parumita Ragdin, directed by Aparna Sen. And I was a student, high school student that time. And I was so motivated by it that I went to IICP, Indian Institute of Cerebral Palsy, to meet the director. And the director and we had a meeting, and I asked that whether I can join as a volunteer. And she beautifully explained to me at that tender age that if you want to really work with them, then you need to be trained. And it is better to pursue your academics. You just pursue your academics and see in whatever field you take interest down the line in 5 to 6 years with your university days, college days and all of that. And even after that, you still feel the urge. You can come back and do more higher studies on this field and then you can join. So that's how it happened. And obviously I pursued my academics, and later on I did my higher education with special needs and psychiatric counseling and all of that. So yeah, movies really played a very important role. I think so. Yeah.
That's so interesting to know that, movie was the starting point or that point that led you to join this field.
Yeah.
Then the knowledge that I have that you have studied, done a diploma in special needs, and then you've done a B.Ed course in this field. So after that, how has your experience been as an expert or as a professional as in this field? If you could tell us a few, experiences of yours.
I honestly feel that the degrees which we can have from the universities through formal education and examinations, they really help, because during the degree training you get exposure to a lot of institutes, you do practicals, it's vigorous practicals. So we learn various methods of intervention, we learn assessments, those are important. Actually, we learn from the kids or the adolescents or young adults, the population we are catering to.
Right.
So each case is so very different. And it is through them we are learning. So no matter how much experienced you are, like I have been in this profession for the past 15 years. So this is my 15th year going and it would end soon. So it's like still today with every new case, I have new challenges to face. So I never feel like that, oh, I know it. I really don't know this particular person.
Right.
So every time it is a different challenge. And yes, the formal education really help you. But the practical exposure comes with its own challenges.
Right.
And there are many times when you're working in the field directly with the kids or the adolescents, or I'm not specifying kids, even the adults. we face a lot of challenges and we then realize that the theories are not working. So it's on that spot you have to, the presence of mind is very important.
Right.
We have to take spot decisions. So I feel being with them is the best training actually.
And how do you feel while being with them, or getting to know them, or being a support in their life, or giving them a life that they deserve?
Initially, I used to think that I'm helping them.
Right.
Nowadays, I don't feel like that. I have evolved, of course, and I have evolved with them and the parents.
Right.
Because many a times it actually helps you to grow resilience. We face a lot of crises in life. Every human, every adult, every child goes through a lot of struggles maybe. But when I'm seeing a parent going through it for the 24/7, for lifelong,
Right.
for 365 days without any break, they're having sleepless nights, they're having constant parenting demands, and still they are smiling and enjoying a certain event.
Right.
It is a great learning about life actually. So it has empowered me in a certain way actually, that it's much easier to take the uncertainties of life and much easier to gulp that okay, life is not so good. It can be unfair,
Right.
but it's still important how you are responding to it. So this kind of learnings, obviously, we as professionals, we do have the training from the psychological things, but still, when you face such parents, such children, such young adults who are trying to have a certain position in the society with their own contributions, with so many challenges, it somehow empowers you.
Right.
And when you are spending a lot of time, like suppose I'm spending a lot of time, like 5 years on a kid, and then I'm finding certain changes, positive changes, improvements, the parents are getting some kind of relief. It is a great satisfaction there, that okay, all the hard work, whatever is going on, it gives you a good sleep at night,
Right.
basically.
So you use this term that I used to think that I'm helping them, and now I don't. And even at DeepRanjani, we had a previous episode with Arpita ma'am, and she said the same thing, that we don't follow the charity model. So if you could emphasize or tell the audience a little bit of your perspective towards this field, and then why many people think that we're helping them or we're doing them a favor. Where are you different, or where does DeepRanjani, if you can add that, we are different in this aspect?
Now, this charity model comes from this concept that most of what we're used to with is that most of the institutes or maybe the rehab centers and all, they do have vocational units, and they are producing products.
Right.
But what is happening is that they are earning a certain money maybe out of it, but that is not the salary structure. It is like I can get randomly 300 rupees in the month of July, and then I can get 500 in the month of December, and that's okay. So it's like a consolidated kind of earning, and
so whenever
spending.
there's an income, you get
maybe the consolidated income is being distributed among all the members who are being in the unit. But when it comes to employment, that means that I'm having a job which is having certain codes. That I have to be on time, I have to do certain work behavior is there. There are certain prerequisites to it, as we call often. So, and there will be, it's not just the praising, the social praising that you're doing very well. It also comes with a salary structure, with maybe other, like the medical facilities and all of that. So, this has to have a different model.
Right.
Because for that, we need to be very sure that this person is really contributing. On a charity model, what happens is that suppose a person with neurodiverse condition, that person is doing something, and if the person is doing something with full prompt.
Right.
Another resource person is helping that person in doing something. Now, in a supported employment, prompt will be there.
Right.
But we need to decide that what amount of prompt. So whether a person is doing with 100% prompt of others, then is the person really contributing then? Or we are trying to engage that person in something meaningful so that the person can have a meaningful day. So it's a very different approach.
Right.
But when we are talking about the employment thing, then we need to be very sure that the person is at least contributing 40% to it.
Right.
Maybe the 60% is the support. But that 40% contribution is there.
Right.
So it is like another resource person working in collaboration with maybe a neurotypical resource person.
Right.
So in order to come out of the charity model, we also need to ensure that the people who are being employed, they are really contributing. And that has its own challenge in the field. So I think DeepRanjani is venturing over there and trying to find out the employment possibility in various ways. Various ways means it can be supported employment within the premise, within the units, vocational units, workstations, with the support of the resources, supports in varying intensities. Some might need it less, some might need it more, middle or medium or maybe high. So that is there. And the person can also go for open employment.
Right.
For that, DeepRanjani is doing the collaboration with GGTI or other courses where they can have an inclusive classroom with other students.
Right.
And from there, they can be recruited through campus interviews. So that is open employment. In open employment, there is not a resource person behind your back to help you out all the time.
You need to be independent.
Yes. So there can be supported employment, there can be open employment. It depends on the condition of the person.
Right.
Whether the person is ready for employment or not, that we need to look out actually.
Right. Right. So I would want to know, as we talk about DeepRanjani, that what was your initial thought while joining DeepRanjani, and you joined as a clinical director. So if you could share your story.
I didn't join as a clinical director. It happened in the process.
Right.
When I got the call to join DeepRanjani, then it was like as a consultant and to train the team basically through workshops and all. So gradually, and to do assessments primarily, because those who are coming for the admission for the vocational training, they need to be assessed thoroughly so that we get an idea about the every details of that person, and we know that whether we can train them or not.
If they're eligible for
they're
it.
eligible or not, or DeepRanjani is having a certain infrastructure, whether that is suitable for them or not. Whether we need to refer them to somewhere else or not, that also we need to know.
Right.
So that's how it started. So in the process it became somewhat like clinical director, which happened. I never had that in my head.
Right.
But the thing is that as it went on, obviously the involvement got more intense with years and with more cases, with the handling of the internal parts and all. And as I am working with other organizations, with other projects as well, because I'm a freelance consultant, so I'm working with various organizations. So yes, DeepRanjani is definitely one of them, and I do spend a lot of time over there in the clinical thought process and establishing the clinical model.
Right.
So I think it has streamlined over the years. And we do have a certain vision which is quite clear now.
Right.
When we started, then it was about vocational training with certain units we thought of, but within the units we also need a lot of streamlining.
Right.
When it comes to the training procedures, methodology and all of that. So that I think with over the years we have streamlined more and more, and we have clearer vision. That.
So, as a model, which you as a clinical director designed the entire thing, so it is very special needs centric. So, if you could walk us through each and every stage from assessment till they become a supported employee for better understanding, or whoever's watching, if they could have a better understanding of our model.
First of all, we need to understand that many a times it has been thought of that whether it is about the high functioning group or not.
Right.
It is not about the high functioning group. It is about the work behavior.
Right.
Suppose we need to find out whether a child or maybe an adolescent, when we are coming to the vocational training, then it's like an adolescent is ready to listen to me or not. To me, matlab, it's not me. It's any trainer.
Take any trainer.
Yeah. So it's that we need to have certain simple instructions. Like if one step instruction is being followed, can the child follow one step instruction? Can the child do simple imitations?
Right.
Can the child sit for half an hour? Can the child sit for half an hour without any activity? You know, this settlement is required so that whatever training is being given to that person is ready to register it.
Right. So in the assessment, these are the things that is taken care of and seen.
Yes, definitely. So these are like the common generic skills we are talking about.
Right.
These are like the readiness skills.
Readiness.
We are not talking about any specific job related skills. Those will come later. The specific skill assessment will come later. But first we need to check the generic skills.
Right.
That whether that person is ready to receive a training or not.
Right. So once that is done, and
then the training follows.
So then they are included in the like they are admitted to DR, to the
if the interest and aptitude match with the DR vocational units.
Yes. And the skills that we are looking for.
Yes, we are looking for. Because there are 5 units.
Yeah.
And these 5 units have certain prerequisites.
Right.
Now, there can be people who can be placed in some other unit which is not included in DRF.
Right.
So then we have to refer to somewhere else maybe.
Right.
So that is also there. That doesn't mean that that person cannot go for employment, but not within the infrastructure of DR model.
Okay.
But generally, as I said, that the generic skills are common to all of them, no matter what unit you're in.
Right.
So if the generic skills are present, we do find out the specific skills as well, most of the time. We can.
The interest and
we can do
So
that.
once they are in the training period, then what is the procedure?
The procedure is very unit centric, very job specific. Suppose I am in the spice unit, going through the training, spice making, and each unit is having 10 sub-skills.
Right.
And they are getting trained in those sub-skills.
Right.
After 3 months, after 6 months of training, we find that this particular person is good at these 3 skills, three sub-skills.
Right.
Maybe not so good at the rest of the 7 sub-skills.
Right.
So we would try to go with the division of the labor concept.
Okay. So you said that you all see at the end of 3 months, 6 months. So what is the monitoring plan before that? That you find out.
Training continues. The training continues
And how
for
do
1 year.
Right. And how do you check that
There's a scoring pattern.
There's a scoring pattern.
Which is done every 3 months.
3 months. It's done by the special educators?
Yeah, it's done by the special educators. It is monitored by the clinical team. So, yeah, that's there. Yeah. And they are also in the group activities.
Right.
Apart from the units, they are also in the group activities. And the group activities actually help them to grow the generic skills.
Okay.
The social skills, the road crossing safety, how to interact with peers, how to participate in a birthday party of my friend.
Right.
So all this will come, how to take care of my privacy.
I saw once where they were like selling things.
Yeah.
They were learning how to like
Mock shopping.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah, so those come with the group activities.
Right.
And that is quite a relief for them also because they are doing the vocational unit workstation work most of the time throughout the day. Now when that ends and they come out for the group activity in the hall together and they're meeting everyone, it's a kind of relaxation for them. They enjoy it actually.
So they have like job specific training as well as interaction with team and generic skills.
General skills,
So both are catered to for that.
Both are catered to, and there can be psychopathological issues as a comorbidity.
Right.
So for that, they receive in-house counseling sessions. So that is also there. So yeah,
Right. That also
so
regularly.
it's about a holistic thing
Right.
that whether this person is mentally and physically feeling good or not, that needs to be taken care of, because if that person is mentally and physically doing good, obviously he will be doing good in the workstation as well.
Right.
It's very connected. So we need to find out that why a certain trainee is not feeling interested, why a certain trainee is so upset today, what we can do about it.
Right.
So yeah.
So after that 1 year of training, once you've seen that he is meeting or she is meeting the criteria, and they have developed the skills, they are consistently working, right? Working well.
Yes.
Then they get transferred to.
Oh, there are a lot of criteria actually.
Okay.
So from training to internship, there are certain criteria.
Right.
Definitely the work behavior, consistency as you're talking about, that is there. Attendance is very important. Very important is how they're interacting with the team. Can they work in a group?
Right.
Skills, definitely the job specific skills, those are there. It is also important to note that what is their contribution in the production. It might happen that the person is present throughout the day, but the production contribution is not that much.
Right.
Okay, so there are a lot of criteria to get into the internship. And again, if the internship goes smoothly for 6 months to 1 year.
So is it like, I'm curious to know that, do they have to meet majority of the criteria or all of it? Like what is the benchmark?
Usually all of it.
Okay.
Because the criteria which have been set, they are actually basic. Basic for employment.
Right.
Okay. So as the roadmap goes to employment, so the criteria has been set accordingly. But there are a lot of customizations.
Right.
Case-based. Suppose, I can just give you an example. Suppose the criteria is that a candidate will be completing 1 year of training.
Right.
Right? Maximum. Those who actually respond to training very well, they can also complete it by 6 months.
Right.
Okay. So that's there. Now, there can be certain cases where we have to extend beyond 1 year. Suppose that trainee got ill and he missed out 1 or 2 months.
Right.
Then we need to extend and see the progress. Right?
Needs to be individual specific.
If there are certain things, certain conditions which we think that needs to be thought of.
Right. Needs to take in
time, extension. Suppose everyone is not learning at the same pace. Right. So there may be candidates who have shown significant improvement in 1 year, but still not enough. Yes, still not enough to get into internship. So why not give another year? and see whether can get into the internship. So this kind of customization should be there
Right.
as per the person.
So once they shift to internship, then the internship lasts for how long?
6 months to 1 year,
6
depending
months
on the
their progress.
their progress. Yeah. Again, we can extend case basis. We can do that.
And then after internship, what is the...
If they qualify, then the employment.
So the qualification is similar to the training criteria that was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit more finer.
Okay.
Because we are getting into the last marker, so it's a bit more finer. Because we really don't want anybody to start an employment and then not being able to continue.
Right. That's the final goal.
That's a final kind of goal. So we would like to have that thing
stays
with them.
Internship is like trial basis.
Yeah. So basically, most of them who are going to internship, they get into employment.
Right.
Usually. There can be few rare cases.
Right.
But if a candidate, suppose, is not coping with the training curriculum or it's becoming very difficult for them, there can be a lot of secondary issues developing over the time, which we cannot predict. So, in that case, we need to take a decision once the training ends, whether the candidate will go to internship or not.
Right. So, if I can say the entire model, it is first assessment. One assessment is done, they get included into our training center. Then they have training, and then they have the internship, and then the supported employment.
Supported employment.
This is the model. And in internship, do they get any stipend like in other areas, like in other corporate houses?
Internship is paid.
It is paid.
Yeah, it is paid.
Right. And in supported employment, is it
salaries?
There's salaries.
Salary, PSI.
Okay, it's the same like other employees they get.
Yes. They also go through appraisals and increment.
Right. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So what if, like you were saying, when these criteria are there, so if the individual does not meet the criteria, then what? Do they go to stay in training period, or what is the format then?
It would be really better to take the decision after assessment if we can, because that would actually help both the child and the parents for the roadmap.
Right.
But if there are certain unforeseen conditions happening during the training period and the trainee could not get, into the internship, then we try to shift the trainee to skill maintenance unit.
Okay.
Because as an adult, it is important to have a meaningful schedule, meaningful engagement.
Right.
They should not be at home and not being just passing days with nothing meaningful. That's all.
Right.
So in the skill maintenance unit, we have those trainees who have completed vocational training but could not cope with the curriculum.
Okay.
And there are production pressures in the workstation. You have to be productive. So they couldn't cope with it, maybe.
Right.
So they are in the skill maintenance unit. They can do the work in their own pace. They will get a training and they will be engaged in a structured manner, which would be beneficial for them. And they are also participating in group activities.
Okay.
So it's there.
So this entire model that you just said, how effective has it been for the special needs individuals, and how many have gone into supported employment? Or if you could tell me the effectiveness of this model, and it has been 3 years that
More than 3 years.
More than 3 years. So how has this entire model coming into effect? How has it been, if you can tell us?
If I go by percentage, then effectiveness is like 80%.
Wow, that's good number.
Yeah, it's a good number. Because many of them are now either interns or employees.
Okay.
So, we have a very few number who are in this skill maintenance unit, or maybe who are doing the training right now, because they are new joinees. So that's why. So the percentage is quite high. It depends on the assessment part actually.
Okay.
It depends on the assessment part. So we need to do the assessment very properly and precisely.
So we come to the last question. That is, what is your hope for DeepRanjani and the neurodiverse population for the future? If you can tell us.
Now, the neurodiverse population is a spectrum.
Right.
That's huge. I really hope the government come a bit forward, because there are a lot of policies, and not only policies, execution of policies are very important. So we have policies, we don't have the execution of it. So if the government takes a bit initiative, then the people who are working in the field, the parents together, there are a lot of parents associations now.
Right.
And the parents are really working very loudly and hard for the empowerment of their kids. So things have changed, definitely things have changed a lot. The awareness have been really on the high. 20 years back, nobody actually knew what autism is.
Right.
Now people know the term. They don't just go blank with it. So there definitely awareness is happening, but to have a very hopeful future for all of them, because we are having varying degrees, intensities of the impairment or conditions, what I say. So we need to have a very proper infrastructure. By infrastructure, I mean the facilities legally, socially, even on the roads, facilities in their life, medical facilities, in every aspect. So for that, we really need to have very trained resources, qualified resources, authentic resources. I'm really afraid that many are practicing a lot of things without proper authenticity and license. So that is, and the parents don't know.
Right.
They just don't know where to go, what to do, whom to trust. So many a times they are spending around 10 years of the life going from one door to other door, actually finding whom to trust. Yeah. So this kind of thing, that information the parents are getting, that should be authentic. And they should not run for this kind of therapy or that kind of stem cell, tomorrow some drugs and all of that to cure conditions like autism, which has no cure. So we need to have a proper information, and if we can actually work together along with the government, as I said, for a better infrastructure, then it can be better, definitely. And coming to the DeepRanjani Foundation, I hope that it would be more streamlined, more focused, and more beneficial for the neurodiverse, even for them who are not working here in the workstations.
Right.
There are a lot of people who are not being in the workstations, but still some kind of service support. And as I said, the correct information, that definitely can be a part of the DeepRanjani Foundation's onus. It can take the onus.
Right.
Yeah.
We hope that whatever you said, that comes true in future, and we as DeepRanjani also can contribute and do our part for it. Thank you, ma'am, for coming to the show. And
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.